Hello and welcome back. It's a lovely sunny morning today. It's a little bit cold, but according to the weather forecast it's not going to rain today, which will be great because yesterday was another day where I just got going and all of a sudden it started to rain. Today I'm going to do as much work as I can on the shed. I'm going to see if I can get the roof on. I roughly put it on yesterday, but before I had a chance to adjust it and get it all set up correctly, down came the rain. So I'm just going to take the cover off now that I've been putting over the roof, and then get my tools out and see if we can get started, and I'll show you what I got up to yesterday. Unfortunately I left my phone at home. So yesterday, as I said, I managed to make a start on the roof. I've cut these lengths to just sit over with a small overhang, but when I put this sheeting on the polycarbonate I didn't quite go far enough. So I need to extend that by roughly 3 inches, which will give me a much smaller gap at the back. And I've put joints. There's 3 joints on this side because the polycarbonate sheets are bigger. And on this side, there's 4 joints. And it's already pretty warm in here. So I've tried to do it as best I can. I'm not a carpenter and it's not going to be perfect. So the first thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to fill these gaps between where the roof beams and the side walls come together to stop any air getting through and to also support the polycarbonate. I'm going to do the same at the front, and as I said, I'm going to unscrew what's up there and move it along. These are what I'm going to be using. I've got some lengths of roofing batten which are just about the right size, so I can fix down through the polycarbonate, through the batten and into here. Just got to cut them to length. I'm also going to extend it a little bit further forward, so I'm just going to sort of rotate these round, extend them across, and then that'll give a little bit of support. I'm also going to put a length of batten along there, and that's where I'm going to cut the roof off. So the polycarbonate is going to finish flush with that, and then I can clad up to it, and I can have like a fascia board, I think they call it, that'll stick down over there. It should make it look quite nice. Might actually do it that way around to give me a little bit of room to fix the wood too, but that's all to be decided. And if I put that there, then that'll extend quite nicely. That sort of thing I'm going to go with. So they get an overhang at the front, so any rain will drip over and onto this roof and it'll slope down. Sorry about the camera angles, it's I've got the sun in my face. Right, so I'm going to take this off and get it repositioned. I'm not going to film it because there's going to be a lot of playing around. Doesn't really look like 6 hours work, but I've got a fair bit done. I've got the roof on the front section and the rear section, and I've just put a bit of cladding up on the joint. I'm just going to zoom in now, see if we can see. I've put some damp proof membrane underneath the backing plate so that if any water hits that, it just runs down onto the roof and off. I'm going to put some guttering on eventually, but I'm quite happy with what I've got done this weekend. So next weekend I'm going to see if I can start with the cladding and possibly get the front windows in. Once I got going with this front section of the roof, it wasn't too bad. So it's starting to take shape now. It's almost finished. Probably another next weekend and maybe the weekend after, and then we'll be done.